All right, and welcome back to episode 35 of the Alec Frengos show. This is a sports podcast centered around NBA and NFL. And today we're going to be talking some NFL and NBA, but first, the obvious one, I want to talk about the Super Bowl that just passed. The Kansas City Chiefs defeat the San Francisco 49ers 25-22 in overtime. I'll start with you, Ryan. What do you make of this game, and what was really the turning point for you leading to this Chiefs W?
The game started slow, picked up. Not a terrible game. I've seen worse Super Bowls, but it's just a dynasty we got to live through. Sure. Chiefs, always going to be a team that you'll always have to consider at the start of the year of a team that can make a run in the playoffs no matter who they have on their roster. Coaches are just good, but the turning point to me would have had to have been that punt off the back of his foot, because then the Chiefs were on the 5-yard line or whatever, and they just scored a touchdown on the first play, and then that picked up momentum. But it's just frustrating seeing the Chiefs win all the time, but it's the way it goes sometimes.
Especially losing to them, too.
Mm-hmm. Which makes a loss seem a little better.
Thing?
I think so. It makes it seem a little better.
Lose to the champs?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, I only saw half the game because of a sad exam on a Sunday night. But
note to anybody, like, I feel like the Super Bowl is kind of like a national. It's a national holiday.
It is, for sure.
If you're like a teacher in the mid-50s, early 60s, and you're not married, you have no kids, and like you read books for a living, like
Miss Thompson. That's the first name that stands out to me.
If we're airing it,
if we're name dropping.
But no, just don't like.
I don't know if she's watching.
Don't put your one person's schedule in front of millions others. I think that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Having an exam during the Super Bowl, like maybe in the morning before the Super Bowl, but that's kind of insane. But yeah, any of those bookworms?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody not up to date with the
think of a different day.
Current news.
But go on. What do you think of the second half? Because that's kind of when stuff started.
Because it wasn't very eventful. I feel like I didn't miss much. But honestly, I was going to say the same thing as Ryan did. The punt off the back of the foot. We were all talking about Chris Conley as a potential Super Bowl MVP. Made a lot of good plays, and then kind of got unlucky there. And the Chiefs had nothing going on offense up till that point. And then from there, kind of seemed like stuff just flipped. Like the script kind of flipped there, and then going into overtime, I just knew you kind of have a feeling that the Chiefs are going to win at this point because it's happened so many times. Yeah. And I was telling him on the couch that we should cash out our bet on the Niners.
I know, but we're going to get into why he doesn't want to cash it out.
Because he's stubborn.
But are you good?
Yeah.
For me, like, I didn't go into this game. I made my prediction Chiefs win in a close one. You're not going to tell me. I think I said this to you, Ryan. In 20 years from now, when we have kids and we look back at it and we say, yeah, man, Brock Purdy beat prime Patrick Mahomes, prime Travis Kelce, one of the best coaches of all time, Andy Reid. It just wasn't in my visionary.
Same.
And to go back and see what really happened, Mahomes made more plays than Purdy, obviously. Kelce made more plays than Kittle. Well, Kittle could have been the game plan because he gets used on and off. And that's what it comes down to. These rosters are very, very close. Defense, you could say it's almost even. Receivers, you obviously give it to the Niners. Tight ends, you could say it's close to even. O-line, close to even. Like everything, whatever. But when it comes down to it, the biggest gap by far is the most important position. The quarterback Mahomes to the quarterback Purdy. That just set it off for me a little bit. And a turning point, kind of a sneaky one. First drive of the game, Niners are marching down the field and McCaffrey fumbles.
Yeah.
If we're talking about a whole different game if Niners march down the field like they do to every other team at mid, like a crazy fumble or a crazy turnover. This is 7-0 game right away. And then maybe stuff starts to turn for the Chiefs. But I think that was pretty key. Obviously, Pacheco fumbled early in the second quarter, I believe, to kind of give it back. But I think the momentum of the Niners, like you were walking down that field, pounding the rock well, had a couple chunk plays. But yeah, obviously the punt one is easy to go to because that was really script flipping. I believe it was third quarter.
Yeah.
Third
it was like
quarter.
end of the third almost. Right?
Yeah, that you can't make mistakes like that. Obviously, it's kind of like a fluky one.
Yeah, it was lucky, but
it happens. But for me, Mahomes, it's like you can't pick him to lose in the playoffs.
No.
And this is the year where you really, really, really thought the Chiefs were going to lose it. Tony dropping everything, Scantling dropping everything, Kelsey throwing his helmet against the Raiders, Mahomes charged the ref against the Bills, I think, because of the offsides, and then the Super Bowl halfway through the game, or probably second quarter when Pacheco fumbles, Kelsey pushes Andy Reid. You got to think, all right, this team's kind of losing it a little bit. And they stick together and they know how to fight through adversity. And even Rice in overtime yelling at Mahomes.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see this team stick through it, and they are another dynasty of our generation for sure. So, what do you really think of this game, obviously, from an extreme Chiefs hater? And kind of your bias swaying towards your pick.
I don't think it was biased. I think
I
fully
think
believe the
really,
49ers
really
are going to win.
biased.
But talking about the game, 49ers, they were rolling at the beginning.
Yep.
And then obviously the McCaffrey fumble happened. But I kind of like their game plan. They had nice intermediate throws with Purdy.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to get the run going with McCaffrey. And they had a couple of trick plays in there too. And then Greenlaw gets hurt, and then all that stuff happens.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, the turning point, the punt, that just flipped the game because the Chiefs couldn't even get past the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
And then they just got their offense rolling. And
It's just another one of those stories where if you leave Mahomes a little bit too much breathing room and you don't send the knockout punch, he's going to use any hope he can get to come back and win the game. We've seen it many, many times, just like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But no, what was funny to this game is that you were quote-unquote sitting pretty after the 49ers scoring drives.
Yeah, that's
So like,
It was
we're
10-0.
deep down inside, were you very, very confident they were gonna win the whole game, or was it?
I was
you,
for sure.
You were for sure.
Yeah.
Like even when they scored there, and then the Chiefs went down, they scored a field goal and sent it to OT. You said, "Oh yeah, I'm sitting pretty."
Yeah.
And Kelsey had that huge chunk play for almost a touchdown, and they ended up settling for a field goal. Were you
No, I wasn't fully confident at that point.
okay?
But when it was 10-0, I was like,
At
yeah.
halftime, you were very confident.
Yeah, I was.
What did you, in your mind, did you think Patrick Mahomes is going to come back?
I thought he'd make it a game, but I still thought the 49ers were going to win. I just thought there was too much of their year. I think they were
That's
just
fair.
due. They were going to put a halftime knowing they're fired up. We got to get this done. But no,
For me, it seems like the exact opposite, as corny as it sounds to kind of be different, but I didn't think one moment in this game, I didn't think Mahomes was going to waver. The 49ers just left too many opportunities for them to come back. Some of these field goals could have resulted in touchdowns. Moody bombed 2 from like 50. You got to get touchdowns on the Chiefs. You can't, especially with their defense now, you got to be able to put up points on them because they shut down the Dolphins offense, they shut down the Ravens offense, they shut down the Bills offense. All the top offenses were put on locks. And credit to Steve Spagnuolo, who obviously got an extension, but you can't doubt Mahomes in these situations, especially what you've seen from past greats. When you came, it was like 10-3 at half.
10-3 at half.
Were you thinking of Mahomes comeback?
Yeah. I wasn't. I was telling him the whole game. I wasn't like. I've seen it too many times to like. I don't know how he thought it wasn't in the cards. Like he just thought it wasn't even a possibility.
Yeah.
Let alone that he could win.
They needed all the luck they could get. It's brutal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did get a few lucky plays,
They did.
but
That's what you need.
that's what you need. But I don't know. Every time they cut the Shannon on the sideline, he looked like he was shitting himself, and all the players looked so nervous. I just knew it wasn't going to end good.
But yeah, for me, the Chiefs, they really are. As much as people at this table hate them, they are very inevitable. And who knows, next year if they three-peat, then I'll be pretty pissed. Be first in history, and people are seriously talking Mahomes over Brady, even though I don't really think it's close until he touches 5. Like 5 we can debate. We could say right now he's the best talent we've ever seen. I agree.
Probably.
But like best player of all time, you got to go by what Brady's done still. Obviously, Mahomes is the flashier player, but to end the 2024 NFL season, we're going to do, before we almost start talking about the NFL draft, which we'll get into in a couple weeks, way too early Super Bowl prediction.
For next year?
Yeah.
Denver? No, I'm kidding. Let me think a little bit.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Sounds crazy.
Chargers.
He loves the Bengals.
No. Way too early prediction.
Oh, it's gonna be some.
Way too early
Houston
prediction.
Yes, that's what I was
New York Jets. Rodgers comes back his last year.
my
Jets
defense.
trade for Devontae Adams. They go one last run. They go to the Super Bowl with the defense with all these guys on their rookie contract against Jordan Love and the Packers. Packers have another leap year and they make the Super Bowl. That's my way too early. It's not my confirmed prediction, but if I were to, what do I think could happen?
That's just a cheeky. You throw 50 cents on it.
I don't think the Jets are gonna lie down. They have. I
They'll
think
be good, I
right
think.
here you go all in.
Yeah.
All the chips
Well,
have
they
to
have
be
like
pushed
one
on
more
the table.
year.
You can't win
All
with that
your draft.
coaching
I don't
staff.
know. I don't want to hear it because you're just biased.
You can't
You're just
win with
swayed
that.
bias. You can't win with Rodgers. Can't win with Hackett. I don't want to hear it.
Hack will ruin
Rodgers
that
has won a
offense.
Super Bowl. We all know here that he's a great. If they get Devontae Adams, it's one of the best chemistries in football.
Mm-hmm.
The defense is star-studded. Jets versus Packers. Love another leap year. Sneaky MVP candidate. That's what I got for my early Super Bowl. What do you got?
I got the Dolphins Lions.
Great.
I think
That's
Both
a
your
great
teams
pick.
are-
It's
Okay.
a spicy matchup. It'd be actually a pretty sick
That'd be
matchup,
awesome.
but I think the Dolphins. It's their year to overcome everything. Everything's falling into. They're getting everyone back. They'll be healthy. It'll be a team to
Would
compete.
you'd rather have Love than Tua?
Yeah, I probably would.
Yeah.
But the Lions. I mean, I think the Lions deserve to beat the 49ers.
And they break through.
Yeah, they definitely break through. I think it's for sure their year,
Okay.
especially next year, to put a big press on the NFC.
Okay. What do you
Yeah,
think?
well, I mean, I was gonna say probably Lions. Obviously, I mean, obviously it's biased, but I'm looking forward to next season. And then I was gonna say actually Cincy as well, because I think everyone's writing off Burrow. It's kind of weird how that works in sports, where a guy goes out for a little bit, and then all of a sudden all these guys are better than him. It's crazy.
Burrow is
and
my
it's-
clear-cut
yes,
number 2.
it's-
Like,
it's
he
crazy
is
to me.
better than Allen to me. Like, I don't even think about it.
I think you can debate Allen and
Like,
Burrow, but people are
Allen's
saying
cool. He runs around. He has
Yeah.
the big arm. Burrow, in the moment, in the playoffs, when you need to have it, he's delivered
Yeah,
way
and
more
he
than Josh
literally
Allen.
beat him last year. So I don't know. People
Burrow's two
are
for you?
quick to forget. Him and Allen's a toss up for me. I have to
I
see him
take
at the start
Burrow.
of next year, but
What do you take Herbert too?
No, I take Allen slightly.
Okay.
Herbert's 4.
So you got Lions and
Lions-Bengals, I'll
Lions
say.
Bengals. That's a good matchup as well.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I got Bengals and Bears.
no,
No.
Bear down.
don't
Yeah.
pick the Bears.
Bengals
Caleb
and Bears.
Williams.
Okay.
He'll take them there.
Bengals
That's
Bears.
awful.
Yeah.
So NFC North teams making the Super Bowl, and
That would be
each of ours,
crazy.
because you picked Packers. And you
Yeah.
picked Bears.
That's a sneaky prop bet. NFC
Might be
North
the
team
best
to make
division.
the Super Bowl.
It's gonna be a good division next year.
If the Vikings find a quarter, like
They're like
Cousins
bro,
or
if they make the playoffs, they're in the mix, right?
yeah,
Like, bro, all those teams can make the
The
playoffs
Bears will
to me
be
as of right
yeah,
now.
The Bears will be fringe next year for sure. Packers are basically lock, and the Lions are basically.
There's so
lock.
many things
Unless people get hurt.
each team could do. Bears could keep Fields, draft crazy talent, break out right away like the Bengals.
Yeah.
They could trade Williams. They could draft Williams. Williams goes crazy off rip. Obviously, the Lions. They have a first-round pick this year?
Yeah.
First-round pick. Draft something they need. Hopefully corner.
Yes.
Sign somebody. We go. It's crazy. Packers, they almost made the NFC Championship this year. They're
Yeah.
going to get better. We'll see what happens with them. And Packers, Lions, Bears, Vikings. Yeah. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what happens. So you got Finns,
Lions.
Lions,
Good choice. Lions, Bengals. I took.
Jets, Pack.
Bengals, Bears.
That's just so
Jeez.
dumb.
Who's
but
would
whatever.
you if you were to bet? Who would you rather bet? Bengals, Bears, or Jets, Packers? Don't lie.
Jets, Packers, obviously.
Well, the Jets they won't ever make.
See how he does this bias stuff?
Like I
I
think
don't
it's
get it.
crazy to me for the Bears to jump to a Super Bowl.
No, they
immediately
won't do
next
it
year.
anything with that coach.
You'd rather
I was
pick
gonna
the
choose the
Packers.
Falcons.
He coaches like he's got a freaking adult diaper on. He
Who?
looks nervous.
Eberflus?
Yeah, he always looks so nervous.
Falcons sneak.
No,
Yeah.
don't.
They
Falcons is more
genuinely
realistic.
could be sneaky if they get a QB.
They could be good.
But I'm with you. I'm not letting them do this. Anyways,
Yeah, me neither.
so
it's awful.
going into, you want to talk about anything else in the NFL that really pops your eyes?
Not right now.
What do you think?
Oh, I saw it. Well, I was gonna say your story post. I think that was interesting.
Oh, next season starts now?
Next year starts
It was
now
on
for the Broncos. But people
Sunday
are
night.
looking forward to it. For them, I wouldn't be looking forward to it.
Yeah.
They are in a bad
Early
position.
record prediction, go.
6-11.
Okay.
Really?
I respect that.
Respectable.
I respect that. I think maybe like 4-13, but we'll see what happens.
It's impossible.
NBA. Trade deadline happened a week ago tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
We didn't do a show last week, so we'll start with what was your favorite move for the trade deadline? I'm pretty sure you know yours.
Oh God, I gotta freaking think about it.
What was your favorite move from the 2024 NBA trade deadline? Mavs? No?
Yeah, it is. Mine, definitely the Dallas Mavericks loading up. I think Gafford, PJ Washington, two extreme pieces. I mean, that's one thing everybody knows that they were lacking. They couldn't rebound as a team. They were just leaving Luka, Kyrie hung out to dry last year.
Scrubs.
Now this year, it's like Gafford is a rebound machine. And then PJ Washington, when they get chemistry mixed in at starters, they're kind of rolling off the bench.
It's
I
a
mean,
good little
I think they're a force for sure. I like those two additions for the Mavericks.
Tim Hardaway's a sneaky 6 man of the year candidate, too. Lively, too, you throw into the rotation.
When he gets back, I think
tonight.
I think you can bring him off the bench, unrestricted minutes, see how he goes. I mean, he can run smooth the bench unit. He could potentially be good. Yeah.
But no, I'll go second here. My favorite move. It's tough. There's a lot of good moves that were made this trade deadline. Not blockbusters, but just kind of piecing together moves for these championship teams to kind of take a step up. And for me, I'm going to go Patrick Beverley to the Milwaukee Bucks. I think he's obviously not a super eye-popping player, but there were no major moves, so I'm going to go Beverley. We know what Beverley is. He's a tenacious defender, if that's even a word. He gets into guys, he gets under guys' skin, and he really impacts winning basketball. Timberwolves, they won that play-in game against the Clippers a couple of years ago when that meme where he was jumping up on the bleachers.
Yeah.
He really wants to win, and he loves like helping his teammates get up. So I think it's a huge add, especially for a team that's got championship aspirations. He's gonna obviously come off the bench. He could start in some situations, and he could play big minutes down the line in playoffs, depending matchups. So I like that move. Beverly for what? What did they even trade? Cameron Payne in a second? That's cool. I like that move for the Bucks.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know you already talked about the Mavericks, but mine I was going to say is definitely Daniel Gafford, because I think he was, like, from what I've watched from him at least, he's been really good. Like, it seems like he's almost gotten better. Like, he's just magically gotten better.
That's what happens when you play with good players. And as a center, too, when you have a point guard that can distribute to you,
because
center,
they're playing with Poole and Kuzma. I don't think they're passing the ball very much.
Exactly, but no, go on.
But yeah, I would say that, and then also I would say another move I like is Gordon Hayward to the Thunder, just because I think it's good bench depth.
Okay, yeah.
But
I don't know, like I haven't really seen a lot of Gordon Hayward.
Has he played yet?
I don't.
He has played this year.
He didn't play for the Thunder, no.
Oh, for the Thunder.
He didn't.
No. I saw for the Hornets, like he was putting up like good bench minute numbers.
That's what they need. They need a forward on the bench because they don't have anybody really on the bench that can actually score. All their guys are young.
What do you like, Joe?
I like Bojan and Burks going to the Knicks. Just two snipers. Bogdanovich, he can go on starting five, or he can come off the bench and just light it up.
You finally giving up Grimes for that?
Yeah.
I think Miles McBride took Grimes's role. Yeah. Because they got a lot of guys. They got Brunson, Hart, DiVincenzo, McBride, and they had Grimes there. So it's good to get a couple veterans in there.
Yeah, they're also missing a lot of guys right now. And
They're
they'll have
hurt.
like a good 10-man rotation for the playoffs.
Yeah, they got a deep team for sure. Worst move, I'm going to start here. This is really obvious. It's our Toronto Raptors. Traded Dennis Schroeder and Thaddeus Young, I believe, to the Nets for
basically nothing.
Spencer Dinwiddie, who's now on the Lakers, and we didn't even get anything for him. So what I don't get is why we're not flipping Spencer Dinwiddie to you don't even have to. You have nothing associated with Spencer Dinwiddie. You don't have to treat him good and release him and let him go to a destination he wants. Flip him for like a early second, late first. He's a good 6-man on a decent team. Like I'm sure a team would trade for him for super low value. You don't gotta cut this guy and let him go where he wants the Lakers for a mid-level exception. It's total BS. The Raptors, I was saying with my dad when we were at the game Monday, what's their plan? I don't get what their plan is.
Me neither.
They got a bunch of young guys. They got a couple of vets, Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk. It just seems like if there's not a totally reconstructed roster at the start of next season, I'll be super confused. What's going on with the Raptors?
I think they're just trying to build like a culture. They're just trying to build it with like the 3 young guys.
Who are the 3 young guys? Barrett, Quickly, Barnes?
Yeah. Just build it with them and just because I've heard like Darko's a good guy in the locker room.
He's not a coach though. He's gone. I think he should be gone.
I think he's a good coach.
Like the players like him, but there's no like. I feel like we've all played sports, and in a coach, like you got to be kind of tied up sometimes.
He's Serbian.
Like Mr. Zister.
He's like that.
Like during the game,
How would you know?
Have you ever seen a clip of him yelling at somebody?
Yeah.
I've seen him get red hot at the refs.
At the media, it seems like he lets his players play so loose.
I bet he yelled at Barnes.
For what he said.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. I'm just super confused with the Raptors. For me, Quickly's a backup point guard. I don't know if you guys... Oh, like on a contending team.
No,
he's good. I think he could start.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
He's been pretty bad as of late, but I've seen potential.
Say a deep playoff run, Western Conference Finals. You'd be fine with Quickly at a starting point guard. Say quickly, Dick is like your corner sitting. Grady Dick is your corner sitting, like kind of like guy you have filling in. Obviously, all teams have a guy that can spray. Dick's, I don't know. Quickly, Dick, Barrett, Scotty, and a mean center, like you say.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think
Podol's not it.
No.
He's got 2 people that have to go. Jakob Podol, Gary Trent Jr. They have to get off the team.
Yeah,
I'm fine with Bruce Brown. If he wants to stay here and when we're in playoff run, he's a good veteran who can lead a bench unit. But no, Jakob Podol, I don't even give a damn how you say his name. He's got to go for sure.
Easily.
What's your worst trade?
My worst trade? Well, I mean, I don't mean to just attack this guy for no reason, but I'm going to say Delano Banton to the Blazers just because he's so bad.
Really?
I just don't like him. I just don't like him at all. He sucks. I watched him on the Raptors, and he just runs up and down as fast as he can, and he misses a layup every time. I don't know shit about NBA, but he's just bad.
Delano Banton, what do you got, Ryan?
I don't have like a specific trade. I got like
Let me know.
2 teams who like should have done something that like didn't. I think one is like the Warriors. I think you got final years of Steph Curry. And
What do you want to see moved?
I personally, I think you gotta let the loyalty go and try and move Steph Curry if he wants to. I think.
Wait, trade Curry?
Yeah, I mean, because considered what, because I don't know what other pieces you'd have on your team that you could be able to move to
Nobody
get
has
good
value.
players.
That's the problem.
Exactly. So
and you don't want to trade Kuminga.
and you'd have to move Curry. I think they'd have to get over the loyalty like that. And then another team for me was the Atlanta Hawks. Like, are they really just going to stuck in this mediocrity of a team for consistent years? Like, they didn't make any trades, really. They didn't, like, bring anyone in off the free agent guys that got cut. So it's like you're going to be this team that'll be mid, stuck. Just, okay, you'll make the play-in, maybe squeeze in playoffs, but you won't go anywhere. It's like there's a couple teams who, like, they're just wasting years off some of their guys on contracts for sure.
Same kind of with the Chicago Bulls. Would you agree? DeRozan.
Yeah.
Like, they could have
Levine got
moved
shut down
someone.
because he didn't want to go to a trash team. But you kind of build around Colby White. Vucevic, you could trade him for a first, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird how these teams are fine with being in the play-in. Like, it's like play. Like, I feel like if the play-in wasn't a thing, there'd be more sellers.
Yeah, because now you think you can get into the play-in.
Sneak
Okay,
into the
we can beat the Warriors.
Heat
Yeah,
did.
we can beat the Pelicans in a play-in game or something.
won't happen.
And then it's like it's just, if there wasn't the play-in, I think there would have been some bombs.
So they
gone
should have
at the
made
deadline.
Warriors, Hawks should have made moves.
They both
or
should
find a
have made moves.
direction.
Yeah.
What do you got? I know you're hating on something.
No, I don't really have a trade. I just think like some teams at the top should
Tell
have
me.
like done something. Like the Timberwolves, I don't think they'll
They
be able
got
to go on
Monte
a run.
Morris.
Like
doesn't
No,
move
they
you?
won't do anything.
they
Like,
gotta
I don't-
add something.
I don't
if they
think
wanna
though
go for it.
winning a championship is gonna happen with Towns and Gobert together. You gotta have one
No.
sole center. It's a guard league now. Well, like as much as the best players are centers, like you got to be able to shoot 3-pointers. And Towns on the perimeter is like it's not useless, but it's pointless because why you have a 7-footer spraying threes? But who should have done more? Timberwolves. You think the Suns?
I don't
did
know why the 76ers just kind of gave up.
It didn't seem like they did.
No.
What
they just got rid of like some guys,
Who'd they get rid of?
Beverly and
They got rid of Beverly. Yeah, that's where you thought they were selling, and then later on they traded for Buddy Hield.
Yeah.
Which kind of
Oh, that's good.
I
I
don't-
don't even know they got him.
I don't know.
I
He's
didn't see
been
that one.
nice.
I don't know
can
what
shoot,
direction
but-
that means. You
Yeah.
trade Beverly and you get Buddy Hield. I mean, I don't really know what that means. Who didn't they make? They made a couple of trades. It might have just been those two though.
yeah, I think so.
You go with the Suns, getting like Royce O'Neal and
It
Thaddeus
doesn't move
Young.
me
Like
at all.
And David
Those
Rodney.
guys-
Like,
but
it's just
depth.
depth.
Yeah.
when you have those three superstars, they need to be healthy at the end of the day. How about Kings? Should have they done
Kings,
something?
They're 8th right now, I think. I don't
Like,
think
do
it's
they
their
need
year to
another
go
piece? You
for it.
think? I think that core's pretty good.
It is, but
Yeah, they'll be
West is
fine.
too good. They'll
Mhm.
not, they won't beat those top teams.
No, it's close. What place are the Warriors? 9th? 10th? 10th.
Like, I don't even know why we're talking about them in a playoff bracket, because
They're like 5 games behind everyone because the coach passed away. So they haven't played like 5 games.
Wow, lots of back-to-back, so expect some
Little
losses
bit.
probably. It's not
Yeah,
good.
they're like a couple games behind, but it's fine. You could chill and hate on the Warriors. That's cool.
yeah, they won't win a series.
Yeah, like you said last year. Let's go halfway through the NBA season. The trade deadline's trade deadline's over. The All-Star break's coming up. If you remember your preseason prediction, say it, and your current finals prediction halfway through the season
God.
for the NBA. I'll go first. So remember we did the super early
Yeah.
prediction. I had Cavs Suns, and then my preseason prediction was Warriors Bucks. I'm gonna still go Bucks. I think they get it figured out. I think Dame's a way better player in the playoffs. They made a couple moves at the trade deadline. I'm gonna stick with Bucks. And on the West, I'm gonna go the Suns, who was my early preseason prediction. I think they have it figured out finally. If all three stay healthy, it'll be good. I don't know if they will, but I'll take that risk. I think Katie and Booker, if they stay healthy, I think they have enough depth to kind of get around some teams. But I'm gonna go Suns Bucks rematch of the 2021 finals.
I don't know what I picked preseason, but I think as of this point, I'm going to take Celtics Clippers. It might be kind of boring, but I like the way
that's
the
nice.
Clippers have been playing right now. And also might be a little bit biased because I hope Russ finally gets a ring.
That's fair.
He's one of my favorite players. So, and they've been playing really good. Like, it's kind of weird to me because usually those super teams don't work out, but it seems like this is kind of a rare case where people are able to score when they need them to score, and people step up when they need them to step up.
Because they're accepting the roles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So,
That's what's good about that team.
yeah.
They all have different roles.
I think my preseason ranking, I think I had Bucks Nuggets. I think, not 100% sure though, but I think I'm gonna lean towards the Bucks still getting there. I think the Bucks are a team where it's like a March Madness team. Like, just make the tournament, you can go for a run.
agree
I
with
think
that.
just get to the playoffs, sit
They're a high seed,
comfortable,
too, right now.
and you can make a run for it. And then I think with the West and switching it up now that the deadline's over, I am gonna lean, I think, to the Dallas Mavericks. I think I like the Clippers, but I think the Mavericks finally said, you know what, we're doing it. We're giving Luka everything he can. That
Yeah.
is just subtle enough that we didn't have to lose a lot, that we can still compete in future years. And I think the Mavericks are sitting in a good spot with this team.
I like
they
that.
got.
Wait, sorry, your preseason prediction was what?
I think it was Bucks Nuggets and
Okay.
switching to Bucks Mavericks.
Okay, Bucks Mavericks. I like that. So Clippers Celtics.
Clippers, Celtics, yeah.
Bucks Nuggets. I got Bucks Suns. What do you got?
Mine was Celtics Nuggets,
Okay.
and I think I'm gonna keep it actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that-
don't see anyone beating the Celtics.
You think Nuggets can go
And
back?
Nuggets are tough to beat in a 4-game series.
They are.
In the altitude with Jokic,
Why are we acting like the air means something
it doesn't.
inside?
Players complain about it.
It does mean.
Does
a
it
little
actually?
bit. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's not a major
The air's
factor though.
Okay.
I wouldn't
but
say it's a major
that
factor.
definitely
though.
does. There's no way they can't.
I
beat
think the
them then.
Clippers are the only team that could knock them off.
You don't trust the Suns?
No, the
Like the
Nuggets
health,
own
or
the
they're not
Suns.
good enough
Who?
for the Suns?
No, they're not good enough to beat them.
Wow. Okay.
You don't think who is good enough?
They can't beat the Nuggets.
Suns.
No chance.
I would take Nuggets over the
Yeah?
Suns. I would take Nuggets over the Suns too.
Yeah.
Like, what do you call? You're calling like a 7-game series? You're saying this like an easy 5?
I'd say it'd be Nuggets in 6.
All right. But yeah, that's good. And we'll go. Who do you got winning the dunk contest? Jaylen Brown, Jacob Toppin, Mac McClung, Jaime Jaquez Jr. I'll go first.
Oh my gosh, that guy's
I don't-
I think like Jaylen Brown's not going to go in it for no reason. I think he's going to go in and be like, all right. So he must be pissed off. Somebody's got to put on a show, right? I think he's obviously super athletic. I think he pulls out some crazy stuff, and people will appreciate that a superstar is in the dunk contest. So I got Jaylen Brown winning this one.
Who do you think?
I think I'm gonna go with the same one. He's the only good NBA player in it.
Mac McClung won last year.
That's what I was going to take.
They're not gonna make him win 2 years in a row.
What do you
You're
mean they're not
acting like
going
it's
to make
scripted.
him win?
It's not scripted,
but
it's just-
Jaylen Brown's like this white boy's not gonna beat.
Well, because, he'll have the judge's bias, too, for sure.
Okay.
Jaylen
Yeah.
Brown. But I'd take Mac McClung, though, because he's sick. He's
What
like
do you got?
5'10". He can dunk on 10 feet.
I'm gonna go Hawkes. I don't know why, but I feel like he just seems like a player that could all of a sudden unleash some like crazy ass dunks.
I can
that-
just picture him.
I can't
Yeah,
at all.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
you know what I mean? Like just picture him doing like a
Where did this
360
come from?
East Bay or something, like
Yeah,
just
yeah, I
some
get that.
crazy thing, and everyone's like, "Hold on, I know what's going on." So yeah.
We'll predict the 3-point contest. There's like mid contestants. You got Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese, Markkanen, Lillard. I forget who else, but my prediction, I'm gonna go Markkanen. I just feel like he's been shooting the ball super well this year. Big men have started to win it. I feel like he's gonna really try. Some of these guys just like to go up there and just chuck stuff. I got Markkanen winning this. High odds too for gamblers. Bet responsibly, right?
I'm gonna take Markkanen too.
Yeah.
Actually, I was thinking that because he's like you
Read
said,
him out
he's
when
been
you find
shooting
them.
really well. I don't
All of
know.
them?
I don't know who's all in it, but I'm not taking Tyrese over him. I don't think he's good
He
enough
was
of a
close
shooter.
last year, right? Or did he win last
Tyrese
year?
won, yeah.
He won't win it. He's
No,
not a
you
good
can't
shooter.
back to back. No, he
Oh,
won't
Cat
win
won it the
back-to-back.
year before.
Yeah.
And he'll be
Who's
tired out because he's
competing?
in the skills competition
One
too.
sec. We got
Because it's in Indiana, right? Because
No,
they got
yeah.
Team
Yeah.
Pacers versus like
The rookies
yeah,
and the
and
All
then
Stars.
some other-
we got Malik Beasley, Brunson.
Malik Beasley's in it.
Yeah, he can shoot the ball well.
Yeah,
He's like a freaking
Halliburton, Lillard, Markkanen,
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell, Towns, and Trae Young.
Towns back in it.
I would
And Trae
Loki,
Young.
Loki
You got
Towns
Trae Young?
could be good.
No,
No, he'll brick
I did have
I hate him.
Halliburton, but I think Donovan Mitchell's been shooting the ball really well.
Sneaky MVP
I think
candidate.
I think he's got a clean jumper. I think he can maybe win this thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Brunson. He's been on fire lately,
he
and
has.
my big fantasy MVP. So I'll roll with him.
Yeah. Skills challenge. We got the Pacers. I believe it's Turner, Halliburton, Ben Mathurin
Yeah.
versus team number 1 picks Wemby, Anthony Edwards, and Banchero versus
God.
first-time All-Stars Maxey, Scotty Barnes.
Oh, they're
Trae Young.
getting wiped.
Is it Trae Young?
I think it's Trae Young
Oh, that's
because
an
they were
awful
telling
team.
him he has to do the layup.
Maxey,
Or the-
Scotty Barnes, Trae
Yeah,
Young. Yeah.
whatever.
Who you got?
I'm gonna take Team Pacers
Okay.
because actually, that's a toss-up. I think the first the last team you said has no shot.
Last time I gotta add in. Last time they did this, they did like Team Rising Stars. It was like Maxey and Scotty, and
That's
they
when
missed
they bricked
everything.
it,
Yeah.
I'm not going them. I'm not
Yeah,
going them. Even
'cause
though
they
you
were
think
shit last year,
they'll
I
have
think, or
revenge, I'm
a
not
couple
going
years
them. I'm gonna go the team number 1 overall picks: Banchero, Edwards, and Wemby. All crazy skilled. Wemby, he got those long strides
Yeah,
to
Wemby,
go from the layup
yeah.
to the dunk. That should take off a nice half second off the clock. But Edwards and Banchero especially, he's got phenomenal passing, dribbling like that for a point forward. So I'm gonna go with them.
I'm gonna go with the young guns: Scotty, Maxey, Trae Young.
Okay.
Why not?
Trey, what did they want him to do? You said?
They're missing like the floater, whatever that close jump.
Oh
no,
yeah,
the-
they said
the-
they'll need you for the push
Yeah,
shots.
the
Yeah,
two
yeah,
people
yeah.
shooting it,
I got you.
Which no, I like them. They're just all fun guys. Actually, not Trae Young, but the other two are fun guys. Which
I don't
I
like
think
Trae.
I think they can do it. Why not?
Who you got?
I'll go with Team Ones. Yeah, most skilled team.
Yeah, I agree with you. All-Star game, we're not like. It's just a toss up.
joke,
Just do a
yeah.
coin flip, whatever. Whoever tries the most with
Yeah.
5 minutes left. Celebrity All-Star game. I'm gonna give you a pool of players. You tell me who the relevant players we know. Tell me who scores the most points. Parsons, Stroud, Kai Cenat. Who else is in
I haven't
it?
looked
I don't
at
know.
this.
Parsons, Stroud,
Oh.
Kai Cenat. Who do you
Is
got?
that Peloton dude back again? He always does it.
I don't know.
They always say like
Parsons,
Alex
Stroud,
Peloton
and Kai
some
Cenat.
shit.
Who
He
scores
always
the
comes
most
out.
points?
I think Stroud.
I know Stroud has like basketball experience.
He's gonna try. So
I'll go
hard.
with him. I don't know if Parsons Parsons definitely played in like high school.
He's gonna try his ass off.
Yeah, she will too.
Last
I'll
year
go
we
with
got
Parsons.
Metcalf windmilling. I put a bet on Stroud. I got him.
I'll
We were looking yesterday, plus 500 yesterday morning. This morning when I woke up, plus 150 because that clip came out. Remember, he said he
Oh,
scored
that he
40
played
on
last-
Hami Hawkes. The line shot up, plus 400.
That's so funny.
I got CJ Stroud. I got CJ Stroud for. He scores 28. 28.
Well, and they always take people out when they're gonna
Yeah.
go on that too.
Yeah.
I'll go Micah Parsons. He seems athletic enough to get to the basket.
Yeah.
Go for a bunch of layups. Don't
Like a
expect
Zion.
many. Don't expect many threes. Just a bunch of athletic
Yeah.
layups.
Dunks.
I don't know if he's gonna risk some dunks. Maybe he will. He
Metcalf was windmilling
yeah,
last year.
yeah. But no, I think just some tough layups he can make.
I'm gonna take Stroud too. It's boring.
He's a
I see
bucket.
I see Micah getting like 10 points, like 20 rebounds, and like 5 blocks, but Stroud will just have like 30 points. So he'll probably win it.
Kai Cenat over under 5.5 points.
Under. He's shit.
Yeah?
He's a midget.
Ah,
Has he ever touched a basketball?
yeah,
in his
under.
life? Doesn't seem like he's an
Under.
athletic
He was
guy.
getting working with Chris Brickley.
Under.
Under?
Chris
Under.
Brickley.
How tall is he?
5'7".
Like 5'6", 5'7".
He's probably the shortest player in the game.
Is there
No, but
girls
then
playing
they
in
put
it?
all
Yeah.
the chicks in it though
Yeah.
too.
A bunch of
Are they-
WNBA players and a couple
Oh,
actors.
Then one of them's gonna win it because they're gonna sweat their dick off probably.
Well,
Like not to be like,
yeah, no. I know what
and
you
they
mean.
don't even have a dick, but I mean, whatever.
3-point shootout. Last one. Curry versus Sabrina Ionescu.
Oh,
I'm going to say it. Sabrina Ionescu's going to win. Steph Curry is the man of the people. He's going to want the publicity. He's not going to try his absolute hardest. This girl's playing for WNBA publicity.
Yeah.
She's playing for everything that culture has.
Might be a bit nervous,
she
though.
she wins. I think she wins. She beats Curry. We all know. We're not even gonna sit up here and debate like Wyatt was trying to tell me this ruins Curry's legacy. No, he doesn't. Shut up. He's like, come on. We all know he's the way better player. I just think that Curry, he's not gonna try to destroy her because it obviously hurts the image of the WNBA, which he obviously supports.
well, I kind of agree with you. I just have a vision, like if I close my eyes, that you can see it on the WNBA game. Beat Steph Curry in 3-point contest for like the rest of this season, like all next
Yeah.
year.
I agree.
Like
with
I
you.
think it'll be seen as like a serious accolade for her, and if Curry loses, people will just forget. So
People will try to joke with
Yes.
it, and then like,
there'll be funny memes about it, and then people just forget, and then they'll just ride it out. For
you
so
think this
long.
is kind of publicity for the WNBA?
Yeah, I'll go Sabrina, but I don't think Steph Curry wants to look like he's totally going to get embarrassed.
He'll make it close.
I think
Yeah,
he'll
it'll be
make it the
close.
final shot. It'll be a buzzer, and then he'll just slightly put more power on it. It'll hit back iron, and it'll bounce back at him. But no, because I don't think he'll want to get blown out.
He won't get
Because if he
embarrassed.
gets blown out, Curry's washed. Curry can't hit a shot.
Like
Curry
you,
gets that.
like you,
Yeah, so-
you would say
so
that.
I think he'll make it close, but I think he'll win, or she'll win. Sorry. Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, I think she'll win. I think it'll just be like a buzzer beater shot. She'll
Oh
just
my
hit it from the
gosh!
corner.
Clip it from everywhere. Replay it every time. Is she retired? No, right?
Nescu?
I think
She's young. She's like 20.
Oh, it was like that girl in
She's from,
Space
like,
Jam
Oregon, I
2,
think,
Diana
right?
Taurasi,
Yes,
who retired.
that's that old. She's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
40 something.
All right, yeah. We'll go last question here. Excuse me, I forgot to ask it. In the NFL, top 3 candidates to beat the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes next year. Who are your top 3
Like,
candidates to take them
regular
down?
season?
Like who they play.
In the playoffs. Who are you taking to
Well,
take them down?
Bengals.
Say it's an AFC Championship game. Who are you taking?
Bengals. Loki, I'd take the Texans too because they have a lot of cap space.
I'm with you. I got Bengals, Texans, top 2.
And
My
then-
third's a wild card.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Charger guy or no?
I like them, but
Herbert's been in
I'm not
close
falling for
duels
that
with him.
trap again because
Okay.
they were shit. I don't know. Skip me. I'll say.
I'll
another
go.
one when I think
I got
about it.
Bengals 1. Obviously, Burrow's
Yeah.
beat him. Stroud just looks so Burrow-esque to me. Bobby Slowick's back. He's going to have something in his back pocket, especially playing a team that you need to put points up on. And third, like I said, early season prediction. I think Rodgers can beat Mahomes. Third, I'll go the Jets. Why not? You get another weapon. Hopefully, he has an O-line. The defense can maybe cause some issues for Mahomes. Sorry. Jets, third team. Why not? Go wild card.
I like the Texans, so I'll go Bengals, Texans, Dolphins. there'll never be a game that cold.
You want that in South Beach, though.
Yeah, there'll never be a game that cold ever again.
Yeah,
that was
that's
just the
kinda
luckiest
stupid.
thing ever, and he played them on a banged up team.
You think they win or it's closer if it's normal weather?
Normal weather, the
Like
Dolphins
just what,
win.
-5?
Dolphins win.
Yeah?
I think they win.
Okay.
I think that was
Yeah,
just
if they're fully healthy.
that was just a
Fully healthy, I think it's
Because they're
definitely
missing
a
so many
debate.
guys
Yeah.
on defense. Couldn't
yeah.
get any pressure.
So those three: Bengals, Texans, Dolphins.
I feel like this
They get 'em
offseason,
back.
I think this offseason people might underlook the Dolphins.
They get 'em
Really
back.
hurt. They went out pretty sad.
Mm-hmm.
People are doubting Tua a lot. It's just going to depend on Tua. I think
Mm-hmm.
the defense will be able to get some serious stops. Who's the DC? Who'd they get?
Anthony Weaver.
Yeah.
From Ravens,
Ravens.
right?
Oh,
Linebackers?
that's the
D-line
yeah,
coach.
D-line
D-line
or something
coach.
like that.
So Ravens, that defense was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Top 3.
I'll go Bengals. I want to say Ravens, but
I
They-
want to
tough.
say Ravens too, but it freaks me out in the big games. Lamar in the playoffs, he hasn't shown me anything. Stroud right now, I trust Stroud to win me a playoff game more than Lamar. I don't think it's crazy to say.
No.
I trust him more too.
and my last team Dolphins. Like they could get in a shootout with them, and beat them.
That's the thing the Dolphins need to do. They just need to spray points on the board.
They have to. They got to overcome the second half ghost woes. Like they just don't put up points in the second half in big games. Once they eliminate that, they can ride with anyone.
I agree with you for sure. So you'd go
Bengals, Ravens, Dolphins.
Bengals, Ravens, Dolphins. Cool. That's gonna do it for episode 35 of the Alec Frengos show. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.